We continue with price discrimination. So we're going to the cost and benefits for producers and consumers for price discrimination. For producers, because they are the ones that are able to charge different prices, it means they will be better off. So it is price discrimination is beneficial to producers. So I'm going to read further. First, they benefit from price discrimination because it increases their profit. This is because they can appropriate the consumer surplus to somewhat producer surplus. Like I told you earlier, when we are able to use different price discrimination, it means each individual will be paying different prices. So whatever price each individual pays, there's always going to be consumer surplus on them. So those consumer surplus will be put together, then we appropriate it to profit.
Producer surplus.
Which is, yes. Because we can appropriate it to producer surplus, it means a profit for them. So producers will be making supernormal profit here, based on the fact that they are able to charge higher prices most of the time. But this is to the detriment of consumers, because it means consumers will be paying higher prices. So for consumers, they are likely to lose out because many will pay higher prices. You know, we said using the third degree, where you can charge higher prices to those who have the financial capability to do. So it means those that have the financial capability will be paying higher prices, in which they are not supposed to pay, which is supernormal profit. So consumers are worse off, while producers are better off. Do you understand the cost and benefits now?
The firms benefit and the consumers will.
Yeah, they lose out. Is it clear?
Yes.
The efficiency in monopoly. There's only going to be monopolies. There's no efficiency in the monopoly. Why? Because most of the time, a monopolist wants to maximize profit or wants to make supernormal profit. So if you're making supernormal profit, it means consumers are worse off. So both allocative and productive efficiency is not going to be there. Are not going to be there. Get the point here. If firms are making supernormal, which is abnormal profit, it is at the detriment of consumers. It is at the expense of consumers. So where is allocative and productive efficiency? Because you cannot maximize profit at the same time be productive efficient. You are only productive efficient if consumers are able to get the actual goods they need to get, or you are allocative efficient if you are able to supply them the quality needed without paying a higher price. But for you to make supernormal profit, it would have meant that you are producing little so that the price can rise, then you can make profit. So there's always going to be, we don't have allocative and productive efficiency in the monopolies because they want to make supernormal profit. For them to make supernormal profit, they have to withhold supply. It is only when supply is less that we want to pay more. Yes or no? Whenever there's shortage, people want to pay more. And that is the only way monopolies will make supernormal profit. And that's why they would never be allocative and productive efficient. Do you understand the point I'm making here? So, a monopolist is neither productive or allocative nor allocative efficient, as it produces little. It needs to produce little to be able to charge a higher price. And because it's charging a higher price, it means it's making an abnormal profit. So this graph will explain further. So based on the graph we have here, a profit maximizing monopoly is supposed to produce where MC equals to MR. So it means it's supposed to produce at the point where our MC equals to our MR, which is at this point. So producing at this point means the output will be less than what the market is supposed to produce. So it is not ideal for a monopolist. It has the ability to produce further. As a result of, because if it produces further, it charges less. So it's going to produce less to be able to charge more. Do you understand the point I'm making here? So, because a monopolist will not be seen as productive and allocative efficient, it means whatever price it charges is going to be charged above both productive and allocative efficient level of output. So here, our allocative efficient level of output is where our MC equals to P. That's our productive here. Our allocative is MC equals to P. This is our allocative efficiency of level of output at price OF. But a monopolist will not charge at 0F because it can charge at 0H. Get my point here?
Yes.
There is allocative efficiency and there is productive efficiency. If these two happens, consumers are better off. But consumers will never be better off in a monopolist because the monopolist wants to maximize profit. To maximize profit, it has to reduce its output. Normally it's supposed to even produce, because it wants to reduce, it has to reduce its output. It's going to produce below the MCMR. So that means it's going to produce below A, behind A. As a result of that, it's going to be able to charge a higher price at 0H. So when you look at the higher price at 0H, it means both allocative and productive efficiency are always going to be up below the maximum price you're going to charge. That means there's inefficiency in the market for a monopolist. Do you understand the point or not?
Yes.
There's allocative efficiency, there's productive efficiency. So both allocative and productive efficiency is below the profit maximizing level of output, which is the price, the highest price a monopolist will charge at 0H.
That's mean they will make profit or not?
It's going to make abnormal profit, supernormal. Because it's going to charge the highest price possible. So there's always going to be a deadweight loss, which means both consumer surplus and producer surplus would lose. They don't even, monopolists do not care about this producer surplus. Because at any point in time, they're going to make profits. Because they can charge a higher price. Based on the fact that they are natural monopoly. They are natural. That means there's no firm coming into the market. Do we understand?
Yes.
So look at my analysis. A profit maximizing monopoly will produce at the point where MC equals to MR. That is, look at where MC equals to MR at this point. But is it okay? Goods are not produced. There's shortage in the market. And this is the only way. That's why we said it's either productive or allocative because it produces little. This is the capacity, but it's producing little. So that it can charge a higher price. That is profit maximizing level of output. And this price is going to charge at 0H. Means that both productive and allocative efficiency should be below it. Productive efficiency is at point L. This is productive efficiency because that's our average cost. Because you are productive efficient when you are able to reduce your average cost of production. But a monopolist will not care about that. As a result, it can charge a higher price. It doesn't care about reducing its cost of production because it knows that whatever cost it incurs is going to pass it on as a higher price to consumers. So a monopolist has the opportunity to be allocative efficient, but it's not going to be. It has the opportunity to be productive efficient, but it's not going to be. Because it has to produce little to be able to make that supernormal profit. Do we understand? So price OH is above allocative efficiency and productive efficiency. This is the price the monopolists will charge. At this price, both allocative and productive efficiency are below it. So there's a deadweight loss between L, H, and J. L, J, and H. So consumer surplus is lost, producer surplus is lost. Based on the fact that a monopolist will charge at this point to be able to make supernormal profits. Is the graph clear? So all what you need to know about the graph is that at any point in time, a monopolist will not be allocative and productive efficient. Because if it is allocative and productive efficient, it is beneficial to consumers. But why is it a monopolist at the first place? It's a monopolist at the first place because it wants to make supernormal profit. Then if it's making supernormal profit, it's contradicting the welfare of consumers. So if it's not natural, then it should allow more firms to come into the industry. So for the fact that it's the only one in that industry, it means it will continue to make supernormal profits at the detriment of consumers. Therefore, both allocative and productive efficiency would never be optimized. Do we understand? Any questions about it? That ends the lesson for now.